Okay, so I am back in the kitchen, y'all, and I am going to be making, I made some pasta earlier, and I'm going to be using some ground chicken, some veggie broth, there's tomato basil soup, bell peppers, garlic, some soft cheese, and the rest of my mushrooms. So what I'm going to do first is to go ahead and get this chicken in the and it looks like this because I defrosted it in the microwave. I don't ever defrost my meat in a microwave. I usually just sit it in the refrigerator and just let me use my hands because I'm gonna have to wash my hands after touching this chicken. What I usually do is the broth is to help break the chicken down. Ground chicken doesn't really produce any like juice or anything like that. So usually what I do is I add a little bit of chicken broth, and it helps me to break it down. Or not chicken broth, I use broth to help break it down, and then I just start just kind of breaking it up. And what I should have done is I should have went ahead and cut up like all of my veggies and everything, but I didn't do that. And it's too late now because I already started the process, so I'm just gonna have to roll with what's going on. I'm gonna season the meat at the end of me actually cooking it, and this is gonna wind up being a sauce to put over that pasta. So I'm gonna turn this like almost all the way down, and the chicken is almost all the way done. You know, it don't take, especially ground chicken, it don't take it long to cook. And this is actually, I'm not going to combine the pasta with the sauce. This is actually going to stay separate because I don't want the pasta to get mushy, because I'm going to be packing this for my lunch, and then of course my husband will be eating this when he comes home. Okay, so that's gonna do it for the chicken. I'm gonna turn it almost all the way down. The next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and season the chicken. Put a little black pepper. I'm gonna put some paprika. And this time I'm not too concerned about the flavors and the sauce and all that kind of stuff, because I'm gonna put some Italian seasoning. And then I'm gonna put my sazon. I'm gonna go ahead and put garlic. And I need to get cutting board. So I can cut up. And I'm just gonna throw all of these the vegetables in. All in here, and I'm gonna throw the vegetables in so they can kind of cook a little bit before I add in the soup and anything else. I want to put some onions in there, so I gotta get me an onion. Rough chop. I'm hoping I don't have to wind up switching to a larger pot. I was trying to see if I could do the rest of these mushrooms. I really don't want them to go bad. I could use some earlier. I have to go to the grocery store anyway, so that's kind of what I was thinking, is I was just going to get some more from the grocery store. So we got ground chicken, we got mushrooms, garlic, season it with a little sazon complete, pepper, paprika, and some Italian seasoning. Now, the way that I cook, I just tell people all the time, it just depends. If you're a person that loves the flavor of Italian seasoning, go ahead and put as much Italian seasoning as you want up in there. It's, you know, it's your dish. It's up to you. You know, you're the one that's eating it. You definitely want it flavorful. For me, I love mushrooms and onions and stuff. So I'm not even going to take the seeds out of the bell peppers when I put them in here. I'm just going to chop them up. Get me an onion. And I think I want to do about half of the onion. Chicken is doing good. Got the onion chopped up. And I think I want to do, let's do one of each. Again, I'm not going to worry about the seeds. I find that the seeds soften up, you know, you don't even realize they're in there, so ain't gonna hurt nothing. They're edible, so. And I don't know, I think those might be no yolk noodles. If I'm not mistaken. I put them in a container, so I don't have the bag anymore. So I'm not really sure, but I think they might be no yolk noodles. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn the meat back up so the veggies can get going real good. I just didn't want the meat to dry out, and I didn't want things to start cooking too fast before I got a chance to chop everything up. So now I got the onions, bell peppers, and mushrooms in here. And I'm gonna let those go. There's still some liquid in the bottom of the pot, so that ought to steam off the veggies pretty well. There's a Ziploc bag. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up the cheese into cubes. try to cut it up as small as possible so that they can melt. And I know this is not the healthiest thing for you to be eating, but look, I got it in my pantry, and we're using ingredients that we already have, because remember I told y'all I'm struggling with, golly, this stuff is struggling with trying to, you know, not to waste food. So I'm using what I got in my pantry to come up with this quick meal so that we have stuff to eat. This stuff is sticky. Gracious alive. Need it to be super cheesy. I just want a contrast and flavor for the tomato basil soup. Now, chicken is producing a little bit more liquid. I don't have to put anything else in there. So now I'm gonna go ahead, because the veggies are getting nice and wilted, I'm going to go ahead and add the soup. And this particular soup, this one comes from Sprouts. Jesus, I can't get this off here. Still a little frozen, which is perfectly fine. We'll gauge how much we need to put in there little by little. That meat is really making some, I got enough, I don't have to put any more broth in there. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I want this to really be saucy, is I'm gonna go ahead, and the part that's icy is really soft, so I can stir that. I'm just gonna go ahead and dump this whole thing in there. And I'm actually gonna wash this out, because I can put my sauce for lunch tomorrow in here and keep it separate from my pasta. Don't need the broth anymore. That came out really nice. Need to get something to tighten this handle. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the cheese in, and the liquid that's already in there is actually going to melt the cheese, so it should make it nice and creamy. I don't think I'm gonna need any more cheese. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'll come back when the cheese is nice and melted so that you guys can see what it looks like. All right, you guys, we are back, and I am gonna go ahead and taste it, but I did decide to go ahead and add some mozzarella in there, just kind of, you know, give a little extra something. But again, this is gonna go over the pasta that I made earlier, and let's see how it tastes. This is hot. First thing I got was a mushroom. Ooh, that is good to me. That is delicious. I wanted to show you guys that if you got soup and maybe you just don't feel like eating soup, that you could actually do something else with it. I take a lot of ingredients or a lot of things that are meant to be eaten a certain way, and I use them alternatively. So this is just an example of what that looks like, and I'm going to put it over my pasta, and that's going to be our lunch for tomorrow. So all right, you guys, that's it for me. I just wanted to share this quick recipe with you, and we'll see you next time. If you're not already a member of the Fetch fam, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and download that app, scan my QR code, and get to scanning those receipts. You might as well take advantage of it. You're already spending the money. The receipts translates into points, the points translates into cash, and you can redeem that cash via store card or cash card, or you can donate to charity. Well, all right, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, but you know we don't do so without saying, love yourself, love somebody else, and until next time, y'all take care. Bye.